And by the way, excuse the mess because my backseat is really junky. If you see it like that, I pretty much trying to cover up all the junk that I have in my car. So YouTube, this is Kaylin. I'm back at you with another travel video. Right now I'm just like sitting in my car. I have a few more minutes so that I can catch the bus, and I mean, like, yeah, I am catching the bus to this destination. I'm going to the New Orleans. I know that, like, I like to say with that New Orleans accent, but I'm pretty sure I'm saying it kind of wrong. So the people who are from New Orleans don't get on me. I'll call it New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans. So I'm gonna go visit New Orleans. I'm riding the bus, and I caught like a really good deal. I know most of you don't know about this company, but I'm riding with FlexBus. It's going to be bringing me from my town all the way to New Orleans, so it's gonna be like a 5-hour drive, like pretty much like a 6-hour drive. And by the time when I get there, it's gonna be really pretty dark, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna show you when I get off the bus because I'm pretty sure you won't be able to see as much. I'm not sure how the lighting is because it's like my first time going to New Orleans. FlexBus, it's going to be bringing me from my town all the way to New Orleans, so it's gonna be like a 5-hour drive, like pretty much like a 6-hour drive. And by the time when I get there, it's gonna be really pretty dark, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna show you when I get off the bus because I'm pretty sure you won't be able to see as much. Is because it's like my first time going to New Orleans. And yeah, like FlexBus, I caught like a really good deal for the bus ticket. Like at first I saw that the bus ticket was like $21 for a round trip, so I was like, okay, why not? I like going on trips, why not, you know, treat myself, you know, self-love. For my self-love people, you understand, getting yourself some self-love, or learning some self-love. But you know, I bought the tickets like let's just say 2 months ago around Christmas, and then I caught a really good deal on the bus ticket. I got the bus ticket for $5.34 for a round trip. That's not bad, good deal with the FlexBus because they had like a coupon where they give you 75% off, and I used it and I ended up getting a refund, which is like kind of like a credit back for that $21 I spent. So I ended up getting that credit back, and then I ended up purchasing it again and getting the ticket for $5 for a round trip, which I'm gonna use that 21 like credit for later on. Maybe in the future I might take another trip and I might use the FlexBus. I really like the FlexBus. I only rode it once, and the only time I rode it once is when I was in San Diego. If you want to, you could click on the link at the bottom of my video. You could see if you want to like watch that video, but I did ride the FlexBus from there, and that was like an hour or two ride. So hopefully this trip is not going to be difficult, since it is going to be a 5-hour ride. So just wish me good luck, and hopefully whenever I do put up another video, I get to show you a room tour. Hey y'all, I'm just gonna do a voiceover on my dorm. This right here is an 8-bedroom for 8 girls. Everybody had gotten up early in the morning. I know that you don't see all the girls because they all left. As you can see, most of the beds are empty. On the side, you can see that some people went to Mardi Gras and had some Mardi Gras beads left over. All the dorms have their own locks and everything like that. And right here you can see that I'm trying to unlock my locker with my key pass. And if you're interested in trying to book a dorm over here, I'm going to put the link of the hostel at the bottom of the video. Alright, I just left from my hostel. So far when I'm walking down New Orleans, I came pretty late. By the time I got into my house, it was like 11 o'clock. Like everybody was like pretty much like sleeping in, and I didn't want to like walk in and disturb anyone because like everybody was like, you know, curtains covered and everything like that. So this just telling me everybody was sleeping. And what I'm doing is going onto my app, trying to locate like the public bus right now. I have until 8 minutes to catch it. Right now I'm just trying to take like a walking tour of the cemetery. New Orleans is kind of like popular for their cemetery. Like for some reason, like there's like a building, like it just like covered the sun, my lightning. But just give me like a few minutes. Hopefully I'm able to catch the walking tour, and hopefully I get to show you around as much as I can of the walking tour. Alright, so I only got 8 minutes, so I'm going to put my camera away and try to catch this bus. Baby, I missed my bus. I'm hoping you can hear me, but I missed my bus. Boy, I saw my bus number, but then it's just like my map and stuff threw me out of whack. Like I couldn't figure out where I was, and I hate when it does that. I guess because there's so much signal going on, it's really confusing to know where my GPS is pulling me. So I'm hoping to get this like Uber ride for my tour. So I hate that. I kind of just hate to pay for a Uber ride if I'm already paid for a bus ticket. So yeah. Y'all just saw that white horse. That horse was trying to take loose that little rope when I was like looking at him, and now he's just like chill. That's there. But I had a good time at the cemetery. Unfortunately, I couldn't exactly film in there, but I took a bunch of pictures. So you saw like that door. This is how you get into the cemetery. The cemetery is basically like a wall. Like the walls like around the cemetery, like there's only one entrance to come out from. But I learned a lot from the tour. So for the tour, she basically said how Nicolas Cage bought like a gravesite. I'm gonna show pictures of some of the stuff. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to do like a video, but I was only able just to take pictures. So you was probably hopefully able to see like the pyramid for Nicolas Cage. But they got a lot of people walking on the street. I don't want to be holding my camera and like people walking by, and then they got like people selling water, and then they got like the horse carriages. I have to touch one of the horses, but I'm like scared of horses because like they like 7 feet tall, and I always thought like they would kick you or spit on you or something. I don't know, like bite you. So I'm like, I was like touching a little white horse. But I'm trying to get on to the next tour. Hopefully I get to show you the French Quarter. But all the stuff that I have on this video, or some of the pictures that I show you, is the cemetery. And like I said, just book a tour. Hopefully you get to see and learn some history, like about Nicolas Cage. And you remember, like, have anyone watched American Horror Story? If not, like, if so, like, comment. But they also mentioned one of the characters from the American Horror Stories, like Angela Bassett character, how she's buried in the cemetery. So, you know, I'm surprised. Like, I don't know. For me, we never really exactly learned some of that stuff. And I was surprised. And then also, like, I was surprised about the fact about the cemetery, because most people I heard say that the reason why New Orleans have their cemetery above ground is because of the water sea level, but she mentioned something about the Spain taking over, so I guess that plays one of the parts. And then, you know, I'm thinking the whole entire time, like, they bury one body in those cemeteries, but exactly, you could bury your whole family. You could probably bury your cousin, your aunt, your grandma, your neighbor, if you wanted to. About 100 people in that tombstone. So I'm like, wow. Like, I don't know, like, it's just the scary part about the fact that they have to probably dig you up and then put another body on top of you. So I don't know how I feel about that, because to me that's how pretty much how they do. They bury you like 4 feet deep, I think that's they said, and then they bring you up. I think that's how she mentioned it. But yeah, it's like a lot of stuff you do learn. And also, like, the character that Kathy Bates played off American Horror Story, how her character is real, and how she has her house in New Orleans, and how she tortures slaves. And then I was also surprised about voodoo, because, like, you know, I'm from Texas, and so we're closer, like, neighbors to Louisiana, and people always mention about voodoo, and I never would have expected it. I never would have expected it to be a religious, so I always thought it was more like black magic. I never would have thought it was like kind of like a religious. And she mentioned there was 2 different religions that they had back then, like voodoo, and how it was kept secret, and now it's more open to doing it. And I'm guessing it's more, you know, it's something like they're still teaching on to this very day. But, you know, I'm really surprised about that message, because like I said, when I think of voodoo, I think of black magic, stuff like that, voodoo dolls, you know, love potions, and, you know, take a strand of your hair and, you know, do all that kind of stuff. But I had a good time with our tour guide. She showed us around everywhere. Everything that I never would have expected, I learned. Like, this is why I like to travel, like to learn something new. Like, some of the stuff that she was teaching us, we never learned from the history books. And if you want to, you can click out the description at the bottom of my video, where you could just see and like book a tour with her. And hopefully it'll save you some money, because if she give you like a 20% off or 10% off or so, or $20 off on your book experience with Airbnb. Alright. It looks like I found Bourbon Street. Yeah, it looks like I found Bourbon Street. I'm almost close to my destination, but oh my goodness, this is Bourbon Street. Yeah, this is Bourbon. I swear, it looks so pretty out here. Like I said, it looked like a painting. And you know, every time I like look at the building, I always think about that Drake video. You remember that Drake video, like that Kiki, do you love me? That song. I swear, like I don't know which building it could be, but I know it's like on his music video. And then I like saw this voodoo shop. I don't know, my mom, she's like, don't go to no voodoo shop, but I was just like, I'm very tempted just like look inside just to see what they got in there. So I really want to try it out. But I'm gonna let y'all know, if y'all go to like New Orleans and want to go visit Bourbon Street, baby, I don't even think 2 cars could fit this street. I really don't. Like, it seems like it's a bunch of one-way streets, so you're gonna be doing a lot of walking. Good luck to you. Don't come up here with no heels, cause you know, wish you best luck. You know, don't come up here looking cute. I'm just letting you know, because you can't come up here with no heels. But, you know, get ready to start walking a lot. I think that's the building I'm supposed to meet up with my second tour. I accidentally booked a tour on accident. Well, I wanted to see this one, but then I already went to the cemetery, so it's supposed to be two tours. So, and she told me that, like, the lady that I went to the cemetery with, but I didn't know, so I was like, oh well, like, you know, I really want to see this one, and might as well. A lot of art gallery going on right over here, and performances, and, you know, a lot of stuff you could go out here to see. Let's see, a bunch of people at the park. I haven't exactly checked it out, but there's a lot of stuff to do down here if you like art or just looking at performances. They got it out here. You know, if you're just into this architecture, taking pictures, photos, I would recommend going to New Orleans, because like there's a lot of colorful things, vintage looking stuff. Something that I wouldn't mind like going, getting married at, and taking pictures at, you know. Left from my walking tour again. We went to the Congo Square. It's like we went to the Jason Square, and then we walked all the way to the Congo Square. The Congo Square is where all the statues is, and there's like they have a Native American statue. Also, they have statues for the slaves. It's basically like what I learned from the tour is that the Congo Square is basically like for slaves. Like when it's their off day, they only supposed to get like 1 day off, which is like Sunday. So what they do is go to that little park and sell, like, you know, necklaces or something like that, something to buy back their freedom. So that's what the Congo Square was, and I'm gonna like insert pictures so that you can see. They had the Lewis statue also there. Let me see. Right now I'm just trying to get something to eat. She told me to go past Bourbon Street and see if maybe I can find me a po' boy. Cause boy, I'm hungry. Like, I haven't eaten nothing but some cereal and some bread at the hospital. Alright, when I'm fit to go, I'm fit to go to Cafe de Monde. I know some of y'all probably heard of that. I'm hoping there's not a long line, because I heard there was a long line. You know, usually when people go there, I heard there's always a long line. I just left from that little voodoo shop. I forgot what her name was, but she's really known for voodoo. And like I said, if you watch the American Horror Stories, that's the character that Angela Bassett played. And I went in there. I didn't want to take no pictures because I saw a bunch of signs saying do not take pictures, and I believe in spirits, and I don't want to capture it on my phone or something like that, or, you know, get haunted for life. So I'm gonna respect that rule. But what I'm fit to do, I'm gonna walk over to Cafe de Monde. It says it's like an 8-minute walk, which is not too far. I don't have to take no bus or nothing, so hopefully, you know, it's not gonna be no problem going there. So I met up with one of my hostel friends, and we went to Cafe de Monde. I swear, I tried out their beignet. It tastes like a donut, and I'm just letting you know, do not, like, it's like sugar everywhere. Like, I swear, I had to wipe off my clothes because I had a bunch of sugar. And if you don't know what a beignet is, it's basically like a sugary donut where it's just like a bunch of powder. So, like I said, if you don't like messy foods, you want to experience that with the beignet. It does not matter how cute you trying to eat it, you're going to get messy with the beignet. I swear, New Orleans, baby, they be riding bikes. What's up? Bikes horses, cars. Barely even got enough room to even drive on the street. But baby, they got everything. All they missing is a dragon out here, because like I said, you got cars, you got horses, you got all this kind of stuff. All you missing is some dragons and some mermaids on the street or something like that, because everybody's walking on the street or getting on the street. So alright, yeah, this is like my second day in New Orleans. I had a good time at Congo Square. Also, I was able to walk on the Mississippi River alongside that. I didn't film it, but I'm gonna try to film it hopefully on this day. What I'm gonna do, I'm pretty sure, like, I really wanted to go see the American Horror Story house. I know it's called the Buccaneers Mansion. Oh, sorry for the lighting. Buccaneers Mansion. I'm hoping to catch a bus and head off there. Right. So far, well, by my hostel, they're doing construction. But I'm gonna give you a little tip advice from what I noticed from New Orleans. If y'all planning on going to New Orleans and drinking, sorry, I had to check my phone, and drinking and all that kind of stuff, I'm just letting you know there's a lot of signs out there that says you can't use the bathroom unless you pay for something. So don't just think that you're going to just go use the bathroom anywhere. And I recommend bringing cash, because I'm sorry for the lighting. I recommend getting cash before you go to New Orleans. But like I said, if you thinking you're gonna go use the bathroom everywhere and anywhere, you know, good luck to you. New Orleans have a bunch of signs where you have to pay for something in order to use the bathroom. Don't mind my backpack. Like, sometimes I like to put my backpack in front of me, but I finally found a house that they have off of American Horror Story. And like, if some of you don't know, the covering season, like the third season, is where Kathy Bates plays like a slave owner and she tortured her slave. Well, this is supposed to be her house. Yeah, this is supposed to be the slave owner's house. And you can tell, like, people are like amazed by this place, because like, I swear I saw some people like walking past it and like watching it, and also like taking pictures in front of it. So I just want to make sure I like get to see this house, because like, I don't know, like, I know that some of the characters that American Horror Story that they do portray, it can be real people. Yeah, she was known for pretty much for torturing her slaves in the home, her and her husband. And they're also been known that Nicolas Cage, I mentioned him earlier in the video. Nicolas Cage, supposedly, what I heard, had bought this house because he was so in love with New Orleans. He purchased this house, and this house is known for being haunted. Like, there have been stuff either moved, all that kind of stuff, you know, like objects moving, doors shutting, so nobody can get in. It looked like they got cameras and also guard dogs, and I don't want to meet the guard dogs. But yeah, I just want to make sure I see this house. And yeah, it's really huge, and I'm one of those people, I don't want to actually see if a house is haunted. I mean, like, as long as you tell me where it's at, I'll be like, okay, you don't have to tell me twice where this haunted house. You don't have to tell me to not go there, okay? Like, you don't have to tell me twice. So yeah, as long as you tell me it's haunted, that's all I need to know. Yeah, I think I'm running out of memory out of my card. And I only brought one memory card because I didn't think I was gonna run out of memory. But this right here is the Garden District. The Garden District is pretty much like a bunch of houses, vintage houses. Like if you like architecture houses, vintage looking houses, all that kind of stuff, this is the garden district. So I'm like looking for a place. Sorry for the light. I was looking for like I'm thinking the garden district was like a park, but it's actually a bunch of houses in one area, where you could look around and see the different design, all that kind of stuff. If you're into that, this is the garden district for you. But I'm fit to go to the ice cream place. Alright, I was gonna go to the ice cream place that my mom was talking about. I should go check out, so that's what I'm gonna go to next. I made it over to Mississippi River, I think. Missouri River. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm going to put it in the video if I'm right or correct. I think it's Mississippi River. But I got this right here. Mostly like a boardwalk where people could walk and check out the water. I wouldn't recommend swimming in it at all. I think you could get a little bit closer, like they have steps to it, but I wouldn't do it. Scared I might fall in it. Hey guys, I forgot to mention that they do have a bathroom. As you can see, it's an all gender bathroom, and it's a long hallway. I'm gonna try to slow down this video. I forgot to exactly show y'all exactly what the bathroom looked like. It's kind of like you have to share it with other people, and you know, anyone in the same floor as you. So you might have a guy or a girl on the same floor. It really just depends on who's on that floor, but you're gonna have to have, they have like at least 10 bathrooms on the same floor, but I forgot to show you that part of the bathroom. And by the way, it's a private bathroom, meaning only one person could be in that bathroom. Alright y'all, this is like my last day in New Orleans, because I have to like catch the bus early in the morning. Oh my goodness, I have to catch the streetcar to go back to the main part of New Orleans. But boy, I'm gonna let you know, like, I wouldn't drive through this. I would absolutely ride public transportation, because boy, they got everything on this road. Like, they got the bus, they got tour buses, they got trains, they got street carts, got people on bikes, got people on horses. But I'm hoping to come across something. I'm trying to go to French Quarter. Guys, I think I ran into French Quarter. French Quarter is pretty much like a block of big buildings. You just get to check out the scenery and everything like that. Yeah, that's French Quarter, I think, if I'm right. This is where my map led me to. But I'm going to be honest, if you're going to New Orleans, you're going to smell a lot of people smoking. And not cigarette smoking, like weed. That is, you know, devil's leaf. You're gonna witness a lot of people, or you're gonna smell that a lot. You're gonna witness homeless people a few times. It's just like, you know, people drinking out in public as well. And so, you know, if you're not used to that, don't come over here. But that's mostly what I witnessed in New Orleans. So yeah, it's like really early in the morning right now. Right now I'm just heading right back to my hometown. I'm gonna catch the Flex bus, and if you want me to make more videos in the future, please like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the future. Bye.